If you've ever found yourself yearning for that classic Diablo-style experience where loot floods from the screen, builds evolve with every drop, and the world is always one cult ritual away from collapse, then you're in the right place. While Diablo set the gold standard for action RPGs, the indie scene's been busy forging its own legendary gear. These games bring fresh twists to the formula, from time-traveling loot hunts to heartfelt, family-driven stories. So let's dive into the top 5 indie games for Diablo fans and find out which one you'll be theory crafting around next. Before we get started, make sure to check out my podcast, Indie Game Arcade, for updates and reviews on the latest and greatest indie games 2 times a week. Starting off our list at number 5 is Chronicon. Released on August 21st, 2020 by Subworld, Chronicon might look modest with its pixel art style, but don't let that fool you. Under the hood, this is a seriously deep ARPG. With 5 unique classes, sprawling skill trees, and a loot system that keeps on giving, it's a build optimizer's playground. In-game content? Plenty. Dev support? Ongoing and passionate. So if you're after a game that scratches that just one more run itch, Chronicon more than delivers. At number 4 is Last Epoch from 11th Hour Games, which officially launched on February 21st, 2024, and it came out swinging. With 5 base classes and 15 mastery paths, plus over 120 skill trees to tinker with, it's a game that invites deep experimentation and rewards players who want to get creative with their builds. However, the crafting system is a real standout here, giving you real control over gear without ever dipping into that pay-to-win nonsense. Add in steady, meaningful updates and a dev team that clearly listens, and you've got yourself a modern ARPG that practically begs for replay after replay. And here we are at number 3. Developed by Thing Truck and released on December 13th, 2018, Book of Demons is both a love letter and a remix of the genre. It trades gritty darkness for charming papercraft visuals and swaps traditional loot systems for a clever card-based loadout. Its Flexoscope system lets you set dungeon length to fit your schedule, so you can squeeze in a crawl or settle in for the long haul. Hey, that rhymes! Add a bit of tongue-in-cheek humor and you've got a surprisingly fresh take that doesn't just riff on Diablo. It shuffles the deck entirely. Released on September 3rd, 2019 by Dead Mage, Children of Morta blends ARPG combat with roguelike structure, and somehow a genuinely heartfelt story. You play as the Bergson family, each member with their own skills and playstyle working together to hold back a creeping corruption. What makes Children of Morta special isn't just the tight combat or stunning pixel art, it's the narrative heart. The family dynamic turns a dungeon crawl into something special. It's the rare ARPG that can hit you with both a powerful spell and an emotional sucker punch. Before we get to our number 1 game, let's talk about an honorable mention. The Torchlight series started as a scrappy indie project from Runic Games, founded by the devs who helped shape Diablo 1 and 2. Its colorful art and snappy gameplay quickly won over players, and the series only grew from there. Over time, though, Torchlight moved beyond its indie roots, scaling up in scope and studio size. Still, those early entries do deserve a nod. They're polished, endlessly replayable, and help define what an accessible ARPG could look like post-Diablo. And finally, topping the list is Grim Dawn from Crate Entertainment, released back on February 25th, 2016. And it's still a titan of the genre. Set in a grim Victorian-flavored world of eldritch monstrosities, Grim Dawn thrives on complexity. Its dual-class system offers near-endless build potential, and the faction mechanics bring real weight to your decisions, whether you're forging alliances or making enemies. Built on the Titan Quest engine, it offers a gritty, satisfying ARPG experience that hits especially well for Diablo 2 purists. If you're looking for depth, lore, and just the right amount of grimdark, Grim Dawn is your next descent. So there you have it, 5 indie games plus 1 honorable mention that capture the distinct Diablo feeling while carving out identities of their own. Whether you're into min-maxing gear, exploring lore-rich worlds, or just want to rain chaos down on a wave of monsters, these titles prove that Big Impact doesn't need a big budget. But of course this list isn't exhaustive. So let us know, which indie ARPGs have earned a spot on your personal Hall of Fame? Drop your favorites in the comments below. And don't forget to check out Indie Game Arcade wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.